Is this thing on? Yeah, it is. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. I'm trying to figure out. I guess the other games didn't come on TV. I guess they came on League Pass from Saturday. Because it didn't show nationally. So most likely came on League Pass. Now, this is a recap for Friday, guys. The Phoenix Mercury game against the Sparks. And then you had the I forgot the name of it. Then you had the Connecticut Sun. Guys, I'm tired, man. I've been working 11-hour days, almost 12-hour days. I'm trying to give y'all as much content as I can. But yeah. Hold on real quick. Damn. I had to kill a gnat. Now, the Connecticut Sun against the Atlanta Dream. This game here was very physical, defensive oriented. The referees were calling bad calls on both sides this game. You know, you had AT you had AT being AT when things don't go her way. She started throwing bows, pushing people down, but hey, that's AT. So, you know, it was a good game and everything. The Atlanta Dream looked so much better when they got Canada out there. You could tell with a point guard, like, they're very good. A lot of times these teams don't have point guards and they're just out there going through the motion and they just do not look good at all. The Atlanta Dream, especially Alyssa Gray, Alicia, I said Alyssa. I'm so sorry. Alicia Gray was Alicia Gray basically came in the game, she was attacking the basket more. She wasn't just settling for the three. If you watched an earlier game, she settled for the three way too much. And in these games, she was actually going to the basket, keeping the defense honest. She hit some big threes down the stretch. Canada changed the momentum of the whole game. Dewana Bonner came out scoring at first, and then she went cold until the end. Carrington was carrying them all night. She was doing her job, but it's defensively, Carrington does not get enough credit. Her defense to disrupt the passing lanes, to disrupt the ball handlers, and to be physical, to show that edge. Sometimes she can go overboard. She's like Natasha Cloud. Both of them love to go overboard to a point, and it's like you got to reel it back. Because you don't want to hurt your team. You don't want to hurt your team, and you don't want to put them in bad situations. But I loved what they did. They did a great job on the defensive end. Atlanta just made better plays in their bench. They got a lot of production. And that one white girl, she ain't come back. They was like, nah, we Atlanta, we got to stay black. You can't come back for this game. So you just sit over there. You sit over there. All right. And they coach, I swear. She be looking like that. They coach, I swear, dog. She looked like she got a switchblade ready to come out on somebody. I thought the coach was finna go swing out there because of all the fouls her players getting knocked around. Coffee blocked the shit out of Carrington. Hit the ball, and then the ball hit her head. Carrington about to fight. I don't know how Melissa Shout out to Nalissa Smith, because I don't know how she deal with that. Carrington look like she is on the edge every day. You know, Nalissa, man, like, I just want to see they battles when they go one-on-one. Because I know they be going at it because of their different personalities. But they both got dog. But that's the thing I like about Dejanay. She got dog in her. She makes me want to watch the games. This is what I don't see a lot in the NBA. I don't see that fire, that toughness, that grit. And then when we do get it, it's kicked out the game or it's frowned upon. Excuse me. But down the stretch, like this game, both teams shot bad from the field because both teams played some tough defense. Tina Charles went off. She got her buckets going. And then down the stretch, she hit some key mid-range shots. This whole game was like a nip and tuck game until the end. Like then Connecticut went on a run. They were up and then Atlanta just snatched it. Canada changed the whole game. She ripped the ball, I believe, from she ripped the ball from either Carrington or Thomas or one of them and went on a run with the ball and got it to excuse me, y'all. Got the ball to Gray. Gray went in and scored. You know, she put them up and then they were able to, you know what I'm saying? They were able to do what they had to do. You know, they did what they had to do. They played the game. They were moving the ball. They were moving the ball and everything. Everybody was getting involved with it. The ball movement to everybody. The bench for the Atlanta came in, did good. The bench for Connecticut was good. Turner did a great job along with Graham. They played their game perfectly. I hope I got her name right. I think it's Graham. You know, once I watch it for a long period of time, I'll start knowing players. Bree Jones she did okay. Could have done better. Alyssa Thomas did what she could. This game basically just came down to who wanted it more. And plus, Connecticut just came off of a back-to-back. So they were tired. But whoever, like the 6th, 7th, and 8th seed, that's going to be I can't wait to the end of the season. That's going to be a great battle for the weeks to come. And then the Mystics, from what I heard how they played today against the Aces, the Mystics got a good team. They just don't know how to close yet because their coach is terrible at situational basketball. If he ever learns how to get situational basketball going, including with the LA Sparks coach, their teams will be so dangerous. Like, I think talent-wise, they're better than the Chicago Sky. If you want to talk about talent, they're better. The reason Chicago, I would pick them over them is because Chicago, to me, has a stronger sisterhood, and they have a lot more Angel Reese. Excuse me. Angel is a in-your-face type player. She's a leader, and her impact is felt. Rakia is the best player in the draft to me, but she don't have a take lead attitude. She's more of, we're gonna go with the flow. Angel Reese gonna take over. Angel Reese like, look, this is what we finna do. This the game plan. Get yourself together. And she also can take orders from people who tell her to do something. With the Atlanta Dream, them having a point guard, a Canada, you know, her small self, her little cute self, she looked like a cute little butt. And I said, man, ooh, if I ever meet Canada in real life, I'm shooting my shot. Canada. Oh, Canada. Y'all be like, man, HD, how many of them are you gonna take? All of them. I want them all. What Pokemon said? Gotta catch them all. I'm gonna catch them. But the dream was straight. They looked better because they had a point guard. They looked at bad, like, yeah, Ryan Howard she's amazing. She's one of the greatest or best scorers ever in the game, one of the best players in the game. But if you have a point guard, it opens up a lot of things. They haven't had a real strong point guard, and then Aerial Powers, she too busy trying to fight everybody. She too busy trying to get hype. She can't even make her free throws. I'm like, Ariel, how you can't make a free throw? Like, she botched 2 big free throws for them. And that was big during that time. But Connecticut, I believe, was tired. They played a back-to-back and everything. So I'm glad that they they were able to, they were able to pull it out against Connecticut. I know Connecticut will be fine. But DeWanna Bonner, like, people got to start questioning, like, we got to start asking ourselves questions. Like, when are we going to start seeing what's up with DeWanna Bonner? But it's an old team. Shout out to Set Sports Talks. I believe Coach Rose said it. They're an older team. They're going to have games like that. And they did. That's all the game was. So that's just how I look at it. So those are some of the things that we Our people got that backwards. They want to get into politics before they get any. That's the thing that we have to look at, and we have to notice is that Connecticut has struggled, but they struggled the other night against the Mystics. They just had a tough game against the Mystics, went to overtime. They come into this game, they're tired. Do I think this affects them? No. Connecticut's going to be in the mix down the stretch. Now, do I think they're better than the other 3 teams? I don't think they're better than the Aces. I don't think they're better than I think the Mercury could get them. Personally, I think the Phoenix Mercury could beat them. I think the New York Liberty, that's kind of iffy. Because the New York Liberty, they're weird. The New York Liberty are very weird. Because I think they beat Connecticut before. Excuse me. They're just weird. Their team is very weird. So who else do I see? The Minnesota Lynx are better than them. I think the Seattle Storm is better. I think the Storm's problem is playing on the road, so they're kind of even. But I think the Aces for sure, the Lynx and the Mercury could get them. That's just me personally. To me, if Ty Harris shot ain't going, because Ty Harris had a bad game. She started getting better in OT. She started, coming alive. If Ty Harris or DeWanna Bonner isn't really adding in, hell, even Carrington, if Dejanay ain't adding in, or Bree Jones, they're in trouble because they're a team that delegates whose night it is. Like if it's Bree's night, they're gonna keep feeding Bree. If it's DeWanna's night, DeWanna gets it. Ty get it. Ty get it. Dejanay get it. Dejanay get it. But they always lay their hat on the defensive end, which always pulls through with them. I mean, for them, but it didn't pull through tonight. Atlanta was able, I'm not tonight, but Friday night, Atlanta was able to get to the basket. They limited their threes, which is something I love to see because they were taking all these dumbass threes. And I think when they played the Fever, they could have beat the Fever. They lost to the Fever because they kept shooting these dumbass threes. All they had to do was attack the basket and also shoot the mid-range. But at that time, I don't believe Canada was playing still. She might have, if I'm mistaken, but I don't think Canada was playing yet. I think Canada was hurt. Because if Canada was in that game, they would have won that game. Excuse me. But yeah, the Dream won that one. But I mainly blame it on, then the foul calls were ridiculous. Like, they were calling all these fouls against the Dream, then they were calling all these fouls against the Sun. It was terrible. The Sun basically they just got frustrated. Dejanay threw the ball at the goal thing. They called a tech. She trying to say she just slid it over there. It's like, bro, no, you didn't. So, Alyssa Thomas throwing bows at people. Tina Charles did a great job. Tina Charles down the stretch really pushed that team forward. Alicia Gray. If Alicia Gray I don't know if she has confidence issues at times. If she could just stay consistent and do what she got to do, man, she'll be tough. Like, straight up. Now, LA Sparks and the Phoenix Mercury. Basically, the Sparks were hanging in there for 3.5 quarters. No, 3 quarters. 4th quarter came, Phoenix just put their foot on their neck. I mean, the Sparks, it's like, I don't know. Ari McDonald, I love her. She's a solid player. I just don't know if she's a point guard. To me, she's looking to get her shot and her shot only. That's all I'm seeing, that she's trying to get her shot. She'll get the ball off to certain people, but it's like, okay, Rakia Jackson and Zaya Cook need to be starting together. Zaya Cook is nice. I don't know why Zaya's not playing. I don't know if it's the system or they said that she's late to like meetings or stuff they put out there. I don't know. I don't like this coach. It has nothing to do with his gender, so please don't come on here going off on me about that. It has nothing to do with, not gender, but him loving the same gender has nothing to do with that. I call him Shirley Temple coach because he's soft as hell. He is. He's soft and sweet as hell. I don't like his lineups. I don't like how he's using Rakia. I don't like how he has the whole thing going. Zaya Cook need to be in the starting lineup, especially over Kia Nurse. Nurse is okay, but if Nurse shot isn't going, you can pull her out and let Zaya do her thing. You don't have to leave Kia in there. Kia don't have to play the whole game if she's not getting anything done. This is about winning games. This ain't about nobody's feelings. I just think they don't assert Rakia enough. I think if Rakia was able to get her stuff going, but hell, she's a rookie. I got to remind myself of that. And people who come to the page, all of these rookies are doing great for rookies. Caitlin's doing great to be a rookie. Angel, Aaliyah Edwards is surprisingly to people, but I knew about Aaliyah Edwards at UConn. So what Aaliyah Edwards did is cool. Stop trying to use Aaliyah Edwards to tear down Angel Reese. Angel Reese was in foul trouble early in the game. If she wouldn't have got in foul trouble, Angel Reese would have had a lot of buckets because Angel was banging with them down low. It's just that Asia was just on a whole nother stratosphere. But Angel held her own. And guys, y'all said y'all were hoping for the battle. It was a battle. What are you talking about? The Chicago Sky didn't lose until like the 4th quarter. That's when they really start losing it because they're a young team. Now, in this game with the Sparks showed a lot of their youngness, their youthfulness, and I keep forgetting. Rakia's a rookie, HD. Got to take some time. I understand that. But I still think, in my heart of heart, that they should run the offense around her, and it will open up a lot of stuff. De'Erica Hamby, love how she's playing. She's doing her thing. De'Erica can't be your main scorer like that because those points don't really affect anything. Like, if Rakia scores and she's doing her thing, it's impact. Not saying Hamby is an impactful player. It's just not the same. You know, and Arie McDonald, I love her. She's quick with the ball. She knows how to move with the ball. But at times, I don't know if she has the acronym, to be able to know where to put the ball at. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people just aren't point guards. You know, so I didn't see the one girl with the blondish hair because I think that's their backup point guard. I didn't see her come in. So something must have happened to her. But in my opinion, it's like this. The Sparks, they got to learn how to close. They got to learn who they're going to play down the stretch, who's going to be the main people down the stretch. That's what they need to do. That's what they have to do. That's what they have to learn. That's what they're going to have to work on. Now, what do I say? Now the Phoenix Mercury, Brittany Griner had a quiet game, but she was dominant down low, rebounding. She got into a scuffle with number 7, hit her in the face, was trying to fight. It was like, whatever. Diana Taurasi showing at her age that, you know, she still got it for her age. Kalia Copper stepped up today. Natasha Cloud stepped up. Look, if all of them step up along with the role players and the bench, Phoenix could beat they could win, but I still don't think they could beat the Aces. I still think the Aces give them problems. Jackie Young is too much for Jackie Young would give them problems. So would Chelsea Gray. Now you got a healthy Chelsea Gray, so I don't really see Phoenix really beating them, but I could see them get into the 2 or the third spot, 2 or the 3rd. So, but this game was about youth. You saw experience versus youth. Mercury took their foot off. They was going back and forth, and then the Mercury just decided to take over. When De'Erica Hamby elbowed Cloud in the throat going up for the layup, that's what turned the game back to Mercury, because Cloud came out there with a fire. And shout out to Natasha Cloud being a point guard. She basically outplayed Arie McDonald from the point guard standpoint. And she played defense as well. And not only that, she shifted the momentum every damn time. And she got physical with De'Erica Hamby and Rakia. She was going at everybody. She did a great job. You had Kalia Copper doing her thing as well. So they as a team did great. But my issue with them is when it's time to play in the big games, is your defense going to show up? Are y'all going to be able to come up big down the stretch? Because that's been their problem in the big games this year. And, you know, are we going to get up and down play? Or are we going to get great play? So it's like, you got to see. You got to notice it. You got to see. You got to feel basically what's going to happen. And to me, it's like, man, it's tough. So, you know, it's real tough. But nothing really. This game, Phoenix, they're about the same in every category as a team. So, I mean, they weren't the same. I'm thinking of the Atlanta game. My bad, guys. Basically, if you look at it, also the Sparks were turning the ball over. And then Yeru, I think that's her name, Yeru, the Asian chick, she is terrible on defense. This is why Cameron Brink is going to be missed, because Cameron Brink gave them a presence down low that they haven't had in a long time. I think the last time they had a real big presence at that middle, I think was Candace. Might have been somebody else, but you know, that's just how it goes. So that's my assessments of Friday night's game. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. I'll holler at you guys later. I'm finna get some sleep. I'm falling asleep already. But thank you guys for your love and blessings of the page. You know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If you guys love what you hear, you can donate to my page. It's in the description box. And my zelle, of course. And if you guys you know, wanna you know, comment and talk about the games Friday, let me know. You guys can talk about it. Let me know what your assessments are. You guys can sign up for the Patreon. It's only $3 a month. I just dropped 2 videos on there now. Make sure you guys get the merchandise. The merchandise is on point. You guys can you know, it's the link is in the description box. You hit that link, it'll take you to the store. You could buy whatever you know, you're interested in. You know, we got hats, we got shirts, I believe we got pants. So hey, you guys can customize it, I believe, yourself. So make sure you check that out. You know, if you guys, like I said, you can super chat as well when we're live or premiere, or you can leave a super thanks, you know. So shout out to Carcino for life. Shout out to Scrub Zero, Jose Rodriguez with Jags Sports, who did it this time. Leave Diggy. Oh man, I fell asleep right there. Sorry, y'all. Matt Mizzle. Yeah, the Matt Mizzle Show. MDT Sports, One True Emperor, Bear Theater, Lobo, L0B0, you know, and we out the door. We'll catch you guys later, man. I'm out. Deezy.